You know, you can actually change the direction of your life. You actually have a say-so in how your life goes. Life is not designed where you just wake up and see how it go and you react. You have a determining voice into where your life can go.
Your future is in your hands. You know what that means? You got to work on your mind. You got to upgrade, level up your skill set. You want to be in a community of collaborative, supportive relationships that's going in your direction. And anybody that don't have the mindset that you have, let them go. I was trying to help my twin brother lose weight. I gained 25 pounds. Because when you speak and talk to people, you dilute your energy. A person who's not willing to help themselves, you can help them.
You have no say-so in what happens to you, but you have a say-so in what you do about it.
It's not what happens. And the reason is because what happens happens to about everybody. And I found out that the same things can happen to two different people. One gets rich and one stays poor. It's because it's not what happens, but rather it's what you do. What people do, that's what's different. Hey, we could all tell stories all night long, right? Happenings. But it's not the happenings. It's what you do about it. Somebody says, yeah, but you don't understand the disappointments I've had. Come on. Disappointments are not special gifts reserved for the poor. Everybody has them. The difference is what you do about it.
See, life is 10% what happens to you. It's 90% what you do about it. You ain't got to be washed white as snow, because I didn't get that. I still got dirt on me. But show me something that has grown into something beautiful that didn't have no dirt on it. See, you get tripped out because you got dirt on you. But you need dirt on you to develop. You take a seed and throw it on the concrete. Don't put no dirt on it and watch what happens. Dirt is fertilizer. Dirt gives you the strength for your seed to push through. See, you got to have dirt on you to push through something. See, you get mad when haters come your way. You get mad because you get a setback. You get mad because you get a detour. That's just dirt. You get mad because they talking about you. That's dirt. You got to have dirt on you to grow into what God got for you. It was not my education. It wasn't no deal I struck. It was cause of prayer. When it looked like I wasn't going to be nothing, I kept praying. You said if I have not cause I ask not, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to just keep asking. When they told me you'll never be nothing, I didn't listen to them. I'm going to sit here until you get here. And guess what? He got here. You just got to get to asking. You have not cause you ask not.
You got some good stuff in you. You're supposed to evolve, not be the same way. We've been trained to be who we were not to be. And as a result, most of us are living a misplaced life. And many times in life, when the very foundation of our life has been shaken, we run to God only to discover that it's God that's doing the shaking. Reckoning taking on right now. See, there's disruptions, there are transformations, and there are decisions. And a lot of people have made the decision to give up. A lot of people have made the decision that I can't make it. A lot of people have thrown in the towel. We rather walk in dignity rather than ride in shame. It's a new day. And it's a new day, it's got to be a new you. Life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over. Sometimes you got to get an attitude about this thing. I've seen people get an attitude about stupid stuff. He looked at me, sitting up in a jail cell, asking themselves, how did I get here? What I'm saying is common sense, but not common practice. What I'm saying, it's already in you. This is your moment. You've strayed off from this calling in your life. And sometimes you have to, as Edward Albee would say, you have to come back a long distance correctly. It's your time. Don't deny it. Don't ignore it. We've all had those moments where we say, boy, if I just listen to my first mind, listen if it's in the direction of where you know in your heart of hearts, you should be going. I live a life of no regrets. I'm encouraging you to do that. If you can hear me in your heart, you have no idea of what you can do, of what you can accomplish. You have no idea. Eye has not seen, ear has not heard, nor has entered the heart of mankind what God has in store for you. It's a process to achieve mastery, and quitting does not make it any faster. You got to be willing to go all in for you, for freedom. I just got tired of somebody telling me what time to be there, how much I'm worth. And I remember one time I did all the right things and asked in advance for vacation. And then he said no. And I remember going back to my desk. I'm getting up and out of here. Nobody's going to treat me like I'm a child, like I'm nothing. Time magazine said the computer was the person of the year. Why? Because you can create a global business with your phone or your computer. And now the majority of money that's being generated in the economy is done at a computer. Going from brick and mortar to click and order. And this day where we are right now, the people that are evil, the people that going all out to stop us, to hold us down, we got to be more determined and be willing to do whatever it takes to live our dreams. You got to be stronger than the forces working against you. People need to be encouraged. There's pain out here. There are people that are disillusioned out here. People are feeling weak and powerless out here and don't know that this is the best time of our lives. We got all the tools we need to do whatever we want to do. Don't focus on the problems, focus on the solution. You get up in the morning like that. You get up in the morning and say, all things work together for good, for those who love God and for those who are called according to his purpose. Lord, whatever I face today, together you and I can handle it. And just say to yourself, this is going to be the best day of my life.
Don't forget to pray. Don't be ashamed to pray. Because prayer changes things. I don't care how dark it looks for you. I don't care what the verdict is. I don't care what the haters say. Prayer changed things. I grew up on a block, man, that it didn't breed success. You had to be something else you come up out of there. Prayer changes things. I was told I would never be nothing. I flunked out of school. Prayer changes things. It's the one thing that's available to everybody at any given time. He ain't ever too busy for you. Do you know that God actually created you to converse with him? Do you know that God would actually love to hear from you? You're not going to make it without God. If you've tried it so far, tell me how that's working out for you. You need God. I've needed him every step of the way. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't even be standing here today. You need God. You need to tell him that you need him. Tell him that you're just tired of trying to figure it out for yourself. He already know you got problems. God take anybody that want to be saved, and he saved. I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about somebody that can save anybody.
There will never be a point in your time in your life where it's the right time to do a great thing. If you're waiting for that perfect moment, that perfect timing, it's not going to happen. You know what you have to do? You have to create the perfect time. in the perfect opportunity, in the perfect situation.
Is that a lot of people become comfortable. They stop growing. They stop wanting anything. They become satisfied. People getting ready to go to jobs that they don't like. Jobs that are making them sick. You see, when you're not pursuing your goal, you are literally committing spiritual suicide. When you have some goal out here that you're stretching for and reaching for that takes you out of your comfort zone, you'll find out some talents and abilities you have that you didn't know you have. When the messenger of misery visits you, what are you going to do? What will keep you in the game?
There are things that you think you'll never need to know, that you may only need to know one time in your life, but that could save your life because you had that knowledge.
Unless you attempt to do something beyond that which you've already mastered, you will never grow. What is it that you looked at some point in time and you decided that you couldn't do it? That you talk yourself out of it?
You're waiting on your next door neighbor to make it happen for you. It may not happen. If you're waiting on your mother or your father, they may be so ancient in their thinking that they don't understand this opportunity that you have. And if you're waiting on them, it may never get done. You don't beg average people to be phenomenal. You don't beg good people to be phenomenal. You just are phenomenal, and you will attract phenomenal.
What reason can you remember that you can call on, that you can reach on, that can make... You get back up. Find that reason.
If you're not where you are, if you're not where you want to be, if you don't have what you want to have, if you're not where you think you should be at this particular place, it has nothing to do with the system, but it has everything to do with the fact that you're not making the sacrifice. I want you to make that dream become a reality, because if you don't, you will be working for somebody else to make their dreams become a reality.
Everybody is against you or don't believe in you no more. And let me tell you something, that's a lonely feeling. It's a lonely feeling, particularly people that you're doing it for. Most people take their greatness, take their ideas to the graveyard with them.
Listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would. Would do it. There are people right now who are working who don't want to work. There are people who hate their jobs, but they keep getting up to do it.
The wealthiest place on the planet is the graveyard. Because in the graveyard we will find inventions that we never ever were exposed to. Ideas, dreams that never became reality. Hopes and aspirations that were never acted upon.
Question is, what are you going to do with your time? What drives you? And greatness is a lot of small things done well. Day after day, workout after workout, obedience after obedience, day after day.
When things don't work out for you, When things happen that you could not anticipate, what are the reasons that you can think of that can keep you strong?
You will never, ever be successful until you turn your pain into greatness, until you allow your pain to push you from where you are to push you to where you need to be. Stop running from your pain and embrace your pain. Your pain is going to be a part of your prize, a part of your product. I challenge you to push yourself.
See, it's easy to be on the bottom. It doesn't take any effort to be a loser. It doesn't take any motivation, any drive in order to stay down there on a low level. But it calls on everything in you. You have to harness your will to say, I'm going to challenge myself.
I mean that what you did last week don't count. Today is the only important day. There are 86,400 seconds in a day, and how you use those are critical. You got 86,400 today, and what you do today is going to cement who you are. Nobody's going to talk about what you did last week.
That the biggest enemy you have to deal with is yourself. There's an old African proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm.
You have this opportunity of a lifetime. It means absolutely nothing if you don't take advantage of it in the lifetime of this opportunity.
I got a saying that when life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for, to work day and night for, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it. See, it's time now. If you want to make this your decade, you've got to start saying yes to your life. You've got to start saying yes to your dreams, yes to your unfolding future, yes to your potential, as opposed to saying no.
When you die, die on E. Leave no dream left behind, guys. Leave no opportunity left behind. When you leave this earth, accomplish every single thing you can accomplish. Listen to me. You're going to be here one day, but you'll never get here if you give up, if you give in, if you quit. And finally, guys, you got to want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe.